Hello guys and welcome back to Small World of Tanks. I'm just bringing you a few games pre-update 7.0, the modern armor. This was recorded last week, these games. Yes, we were on my CS63, a new tier 10 medium, and we're on Kasserine. A map I'm okay with, especially in a medium. It's a pretty good map for mediums and light tanks, really. So yeah, we're kind of getting it when we're on this spawn. I tend to go up to this like little hill here, just to get some spots and try to spot up people who have maybe pushed a little bit too far. And there you go. Unfortunately, we missed that. I'm not sure how we flunked that shot, but we did. And obviously, we've been spotted, so we're getting targeted. There's no artillery, so we can pretty much just sit here. And we put a shot into the top of that Centurion Action X. So the first shot of damage of the game. And he's just kind of sitting there. We're not going to stay too long because there could be some TDs. There it is. There's one there, sitting back there and just waiting for us to pop up. And we don't want to take a hit from any tier 10 TDs. That's for sure. We're not targeted right now or spotted. So, and he's doing the right thing by moving backwards and forwards. So we pump in the old rations to help our view range, try to keep him in our sights. And he unfortunately took a devastating hit there and got set on fire. Yeah, we got all the assisted for that as well, so that's very nice. So we're having about 1.5 combined damage so far, so nothing spectacular, but since there's no dead tanks, there's a lot of damage to be done still in this game, right? But we're taking advantage of this position. We've got plenty of allies around us, and there you go, a bit more spotting assisted. And again, I don't know how we missed that, but yeah, but that's Waffles out in the open. This guy, I don't know what he's doing, just comes out into the open. We're just going to try to get as many shots into him, but unfortunately, no, even though he's very slow, he manages to get behind cover pretty quickly. I mean, he managed to get the one shot into him. And none of our allies take advantage of that. You would think they would get another shot into that guy. And we don't want to take a hit from that guy because he can do a lot of damage to us. But he is keep poking here. And to be fair, we've been a bit blinded to the match that's going around us right now. We're getting shots and we're getting spotting assist, and there we go. And he's targeting us because he knows we're, and someone sets him on fire. Try to finish him off, but we don't. Put that into the dirt. We don't, like I said, didn't want to take a hit from him. But it does look like he was trying to escape at that point, so we could have stuck around a bit longer. We are losing this match, unfortunately, at this point in time, and we haven't got much damage of our own at this point. But at this point, this kind of flank is kind of working well for us here. We've won this flank. It's just everything everywhere else seems to be going down. And that light tank, unfortunately, is going to be a pain. And yeah, light tanks are very powerful at the moment, and especially on a big map like this, we don't really want that guy, getting away and dominating this game if we can help it. And yeah, we've got some guys who've won. They've won the middle, and now they're just coming straight for us. Not sure what that Waffle's doing. I pretty much try to go for a tracking shot. Probably wasn't going to happen, but I thought go for it anyway. It's likely to pen wherever I kind of shoot him. It's 8 for 8 now, so we brought it back from the jaws of defeat there. So we get into another position because it looks like they're pushing up those hills. I'm going to get spotted straight away. And yeah, we take a massive hit there, unfortunately. Don't know what that was. Took out basically all of my health. Must have been a TD or something. So it took over 1,000 health. And pretty much damaged everything on my tank. So that's not great. And we got a light tank coming in around behind us. It looks like he's going towards the cap. Trying to get a shot on this barn. He stopped, unfortunately, at a very good time. There he is. We managed to get a HE shell into him. So we're getting maximum amount of damage, which is very nice. I took a speculative shot there and managed to land it. And there's only one medium between me and those TDs. So we're backing up because there's I think it's a Conqueror or Super Conquerors right there. Is it a Super Conqueror? I don't know. A heavy anyway. Sitting there. So yeah, we want him to be taking most of the hits. Unfortunately, we loaded AP for that other TD, and we could have done more damage if we had HE there, but whatever. We've only got 3 enemies left, so it looks like a very good match. But there's an ML2 there, and he's pretty hull down. So he's going to be trouble. And he pokes a little bit too much there. We get a side shot into him. So we're having a good game right now. And then there's that T95. Yeah, that wasn't going to go in at that angle. And that ammo is managed to get another shot into him. Now the rest of our team is pushing in, but they're quite slow to do so. But I'm going to push in. I could get behind that T95. Just the MO2 that I have to worry about. If he's fully loaded, he could take me out pretty quick. And obviously, if the T95 gets a shot on me, it's pretty much game over. So we still have to be very careful. They're platooned up as well. And again, he looks like he's gonna. He pushed a bit too hard there, exposed too much of himself. Dodged a bullet there. So we're going to push in, right? He gets taken out, and both get taken out before I can get in and get any kills. So we didn't get many kills that game. But we got a good amount of damage there, and a very nice bit assisted. As you can see, we didn't even make it into the top 3 with that. And we only got a 3rd class because I got 0 kills, but I got a very good score. Very good combined score. Almost 7,000 combined, but unfortunately the kills just stopped me from getting a good result, really. It's kind of unfortunate. People are obviously having very good games in this thing. It is very good. I earned a lot of silver, so that's good. See you in the next game. Right, and the Patriot was a very decent, very good tank. Not so much now, but with the extra, it's the American on track thing. So I'm using my American tanks to take advantage of the extra XP for crews and stuff. That guy, for some reason, got very upset. So I'll give him one back. I don't know why he wasted both his shots. Now he's got to wait a long time to reload. So we're going to get it. This, I think Port is a bit of a difficult match. I think spawning where we have spawned is we have a slight disadvantage, to be honest. I think you have a bit of an advantage on the other side. Just because you kind of got the higher ground, right? So we're going to work this like these hills here. Try to get shots across as the enemy try to cross the 9-0 line, which they quite often do, and then they got shots into their side. Unfortunately, RT is already looking at us over in this direction, and one of our guys is suicided off a bridge or something, which is a great start. And we just not hit anything. This isn't going to be an absolutely amazing game, but it is a first class mastery. Just kind of going to show people are just not having good games in this thing, because it is not the best tank in the game at the moment, that's for sure. We want to get them spotted because artillery is probably still looking in this direction. A shot just flew past us, so I don't know whether that was aimed at me or the Stone Cold. Either way, someone is definitely looking over here. So that Stone Cold's kind of moved out of the way, so we're going to take up his old position. And then we get this Marenbrecker or whatever it is. So we pull back. So we do not... He's got a big gun. I want to try to track him in place, if anything, so people can get shots into him. Because he's got lots of health. The more assist we get, the better. We just dodged an artillery shell there. So we got to be extra careful. The artillery is really onto us. And that Stone Cold, I don't know what he's doing really. He's just... Right, so he's taken care of. So we've got 2 tanks there now. And artillery to worry about. So this is not looking good. And there's a TD on the highway there as well. Not looking good. He derped his shot. I don't know why he panicked so much. There's a good chance I was going to bounce the shot there. He could have taken his time a bit more. So I have a theory he's not the best player. So yeah, we go. We're just putting shots into him right now, into the sweet spot. I probably should have put a bit more, maybe swapped to premium ammo, and we would have had him on very low damage by now. But he was showing us his side. He's got a pretty big weak spot, so why not? He finally hits us, but unfortunately he doesn't do any damage. But he does break our gun, so we do repair that. We are winning. The artillery seems to be concentrating on that Marenbrecker, which is great. So he's probably going to be very, very reluctant to push out again, surely. And then, great. Full health, T-77. And he's pushing. So he must be fully loaded, right? So we pull back, we try to get some support. One of their guys commits suicide. Try to go for his cupola, doesn't work. And he's not loaded. Why he pushed me so heavily there when he wasn't loaded, I have no idea. But yeah, we came out of that very well. So we just got just under 2,000 combined damage. Their team is totally on the back foot right now. But our team just doesn't seem to want to push in. They're all just sat down there because they got guys over here who are pinning him in place, right? So we're going to try to track that guy. We do track him in place. He's probably going to repair pretty quickly. We've got very slim shots on him. I think we tracked him again, so he's not going to be able to repair that very quickly. And again, we get side shots into him. Artillery gets shots into him. And again, he's not having a good game. We accuracy wise, we've been okay so far, but that last encounter, every shot was hitting, even though it's, having to go through small tiny gaps to actually hit it. So that Paladin's taken care of. He was a very dangerous tank. I don't go out in my Paladin enough. I just got so many tanks. It's a bit of a nightmare what to choose. So we've got a heavy tank that's pretty much isolated over there. And we got this, oh dear, bottom tier M6. Oh dear. So, I don't know why I'm actually just... I might as well wait for the reload, behind cover, not take any unnecessary hits, but he's completely ignoring me. I don't know what is going on with him. He was pretty much on full health. He spent this whole game just sitting there, I think. And again, just nothing. So we get over 3,000. He manages to track us, but he doesn't do any damage. So we've been very lucky in this game from receiving any damage, really. I've only taken a couple hundred hit points taken from me. So we're going to get just the artillery left, and wow. I obviously don't think I'm going to get any damage off on this guy. There's a guy who's actually in front of me, but he's going behind that building, and there's actually no way for him to get around the back there. And we're on full health. Let's do it. He gives me a hit, damage from my gun, but just ain't good enough. Unfortunately, we take that hit and we still don't get the kill. That's really quite annoying. Those guys come in at the end, but there you go. That's what happens. We came first. 2 kills. 3,400 odd damage. First class. So it wasn't a bad game, but in a Ragnarok, this would nowhere near a first class. But that thing is OP. See you next game. Alright, so we're in the captured King Tiger. A decent tank, yeah, definitely still decent tank this. Again, I don't really use it very much. I actually think I won it with a key card or something. Because I had the King Tiger, the German one, and I was like, well, why would I want a captured King Tiger as well? But I want it, so you might as well use it, right? And I was going to go down the 1-2 line, and then for some reason I changed my mind, and I'm going to the side of the map I don't really play very often. And there are a few people coming with me, but it looks like the majority of the team are going the other way. So we do have to be careful. There's no artillery, so that's fun. That gives us more options, right, where to play. Which is, like I said, very nice when you don't have artillery. Frees you up. And yeah, we're gonna just sit here for a while. And hope the enemy overextends, thinking they've got free reign over this side of the map. Because this gun is pretty fast on the reload. And you kind of think a King Tiger would have a big gun, right, and quite a long reload, but it's quite a fast reload, so you can really put some damage out pretty quick in this thing, especially with consumables and things like that. We got our first hit, not even spotted. He decides he doesn't want to sit there any longer. See, again, with consumables, I almost managed to get another shot of damage into the guy. So we're pushing up here to support our team, because there's 2 guys to the right of me and then we spot someone up. Unfortunately, it is an ML1. He's paying attention to that medium there. Unfortunately, gun depression isn't a friend of this tank, so we try to put another shot into them. He manages to pin us in place, but we repair that straight away because there's another tank down there. And really, we're kind of hoping, bounces, we're hoping for these guys to come in and support us, and that looks like what they're doing. We're going to have trouble with this Emil. And we finished that guy off. He's taken care of her. I don't know why he pushed up so hard and heavily in such a lightly armored TD. And this guy is coming after me. I'm hoping these bounce off her shot. hoping these two allied tanks will come and help us. And then this TD comes around behind us. So we're going to push. We're going to push. And he's ignoring us and going for that TD. Put in our consumables. And he takes care of that guy. And we get... trying to get another shot. And he gets around behind us. Again, he gets away from us. And then... how on earth this guy got behind us? I have no idea. We got two guys right there, and I think it's game over. That Emil can come around, finish me off, as well as this King Tiger, right? So we try to avoid that Emil. So we're gonna push down here into the valley and try to get away from the Emil as fast as possible because he can come up behind us and finish us off. So I'm going to push towards the King Tiger, right? It's better to tackle one guy rather than be stuck between two. So I'd rather go for the King Tiger and hope my guys support me. And unfortunately, my gun is now broken. He bounces his shot, we bounce our shot. We've got one guy in support of us, and the Emil is coming up behind us. So we are just pushing this guy now. And we've managed to take him out. Now we're going to try to get out of reach of this Emil, because the game is over now, right? We've won this game, but we're thinking about double bluffing him, thinking we're going up around. I'm going to stay here and wait for him to come around this corner, maybe, or see if he doubles back. Looks like he might double back. So we're going to then push across and try to get in behind or to his side to finish him off, because he has been a pain in my side the whole game. It's limited what I could be doing, and he's put in... I don't know if he's done much damage to me, but... And there he is. He did turn around and go up this way. We managed to finish him off. Very happy with that. There's just 3 guys left, so we probably won't get much more damage off out of this game. So not the most amazing game, right, guys? But considering we were pretty much dead pretty quickly in that game, we managed to persist and pull ourselves back from the brink of being destroyed by that Emil and that King Tiger, right? We get spotted and targeted by something, and they're both in that corner by the looks of things. So we're going to use these buildings as cover. The rest of the team is coming in. It's a good possibility I'm going to die here, right? Because I've only got 400 health. And this Iron Rain is just up there. We track him in place. It's getting taken care of, right? We leave that guy. Because I think, at this point, I think he's actually dead, but he's actually not. He's still alive, I believe. And this heavy, I've got to worry about, really. He's coming in. I think he's coming in to destroy me because, well, I mean, I'm so little health. I hit him from behind. He doesn't look like he's realised I'm here. Another shot into him. He's turning around, trying to avoid him. That TD is finally taken care of. We're going to just try to farm this guy for all of his health. Blow out the building. And he's coming in. He's coming in. Finished him off just before he finished me off. So there's just one guy left. Can we get any damage on him? Doesn't look like it. He's behind that. I'm going to try to cut him off. If he tries to escape the valley, try to cut him off. But no, he looks like he's going to stand and fight that one guy. Probably a good idea, to be honest. He's dead either way. So yeah, we'll finish that game with a healthy amount of damage. Yeah, we come first in this one. Nice 4 kills. That's what did it for me, I guess. The 4 kills. Killed the 2 guys that were causing me the most of the trouble. And yeah, the second guy got a few kills as well. So yeah, just under 4,000. First class. Which is quite surprising. This is a pretty good tank, to be honest. But there you go. Another first class and another tier 8 premium. Trying to give you some different tanks at the moment. Before I start trying to third mark tanks, so you'll be seeing a lot of the same tanks when that happens. Anyway, see you in the next match, guys. Alright, in the Vengeance, again, very mediocre tank. It wasn't all that amazing. There's no pleb clan member. We're not platooned up. Just a random encounter with another pleb clan member. It was quite mediocre when it came out. It's still pretty mediocre now. It's not got any buffs. It's been power crept a little bit, I guess. So we're going to cut to the same position I normally do in a medium or a light. On this map, on this spawn, is the middle here. So we got to be careful. Those two light tanks could rush us and kill us pretty quickly. But we want to spot people up as they cross this opening here. We can get shots across. We can and someone's up there on the hill. And of course, it's a paladin. Best place for a paladin to be, guys, on that sniper hill. But yeah, you're always going to get people doing silly things like that, using their tanks in silly ways. So unfortunately, that put us in a bit of a rubbish position right now. We can't really push up to spot because that guy could get side shots into me. And we can't even spot him at this point. I haven't got a good crew in this tank. As you can see, I've still got first aid, repair kit, and fire extinguisher. I only tend to have fire extinguisher when I have 2 skills or less. I usually put Sixth Sense in as my first skill, and then I usually have preventative maintenance, and then once I've got my third skill, which tends to be, like I said, not always, but tends to be Brothers in Arms, to improve my preventative maintenance, I usually replace my fire extinguisher with food. So that goes to show, if I am running a fire extinguisher on a tank, it means my crew is very, very bad. I don't go out in this tank very often because, like I said, it is a mediocre tank. I'm just trying to use it because of the extra XP at the moment for American tanks. And he's dropped down. I have no idea why he's dropped down. It's crazy. He's given me his sides. I'm going to try to finish this guy off. Getting a tiny bit of assistance. We get our first shot into the guy who has been giving us trouble. What we're going to do is finish him off. There we go. Finish him off. And now he's out of our hair. And that medium is heavy's push there. I really do not think it's a good idea, but he's on quite good health, so we're going to come in and help him actually. And there's a TD there, and we got another guy coming in to help, so that's great. We can actually, this is what happens when you actually support your team. And yeah, that guy's pretty much dead. My sorry about that. Fellow clan member decides to ram his light tank into that guy. So yeah, this is not going to be an amazing game, guys, because people are not doing well in this thing because it's quite mediocre. We're putting in shots into this guy because, I mean, he's got no armor, right? So we just don't want to take any shots in return, right? This guy's fallen on his side. I don't know how. But yeah, we're just going to finish him off there. So 10 for 10 at the moment, but we're definitely winning the game because we've got map control, right? We taken the whole of one side of the map is completely ours. This guy's pushed down. He's concentrating on that medium, so we're going to help him as much as we can. We're going to ram him, try to put his tracks off. Try to get a shot into his side, finish him off. We finish him off there. Yeah. Sorry about the coughing. Just got a bit of a... I want to clear my throat. But yeah, we're going to push on. Because yeah, what else can they do, right? They're stuck in one corner. We want to try to get some assisted, right? So we're going to try to get up there first. Unfortunately, still some light tanks and mediums alive, so we're probably not going to get much assisted, right? But we can try. I'm going to try to put some shots into it. We're going to get that medium to take care of that light tank on the hill there. We've got faith, right? We take a big old hit, but we spot him up in return. There's a light tank just sitting back there. Always nice to see an enemy light tank sitting at the back of the base. You know you're going to be having a good game if the enemy lights are just sat there at the back. And yeah, we're just trying to spot people up. But unfortunately, we're just getting outspotted by that light tank. We've got over 2,000 of our own damage. We put a nice shot into that guy. He gets finished off. So unfortunately we don't get the kill. We're still worried about that artillery. So the artillery is still alive. Obviously a dangerous thing to be around. But people are now pushing, so we're going to push along with them. It's our fellow pleb clan member there. We get a side shot into him. We pull back a bit because we don't want to get hit by artillery still. He's down in the gully there. He's going to get taken out by that heavy, and he does. So we're going to push for that Swedish TD. I feel sorry for the Swedish TD. I do understand that's quite a horrendous tank to use. We get a side shot into him, but it just crits him, and he gets repaired before that. Oh no, he gets a bit of a. We do get a little bit of assisted, unfortunately. We didn't get that damaging shot off. Like I said, not an amazing game, but good enough for this tank. We come first. Our fellow clan member comes second, so well done him, Pilfy Tugboat. And we get about 3,000 combined. We come top first class, guys. That's all you need for a first class in this thing. It's about 3,000 combined and 3 kills. So yeah, decent, right? So there you go, guys. Some different tanks for a change. A lot of quite mediocre tanks apart from the SC. But there you go. You can still have good games in these things. Anyway, bye, guys.